Hi, and welcome to All About Adulting. I'm your host, Kimberly Buckley, and I'm the library manager at the Concord Library. I've been planning adulting programs at the library for a long time, and I was also a teen librarian for many years, so I feel like I have a lot of experience on this topic. And I hope that you will enjoy this mini series geared for high school and college students. I know these last few months have been hard for all of us, having to stay at home, and I hope that everyone is staying safe and healthy. And since we can't go to the library, I thought we would bring the adulting programs to you. And I hope you enjoy this week's segment. Before we get started on our topic of the day, and if you're just tuning in for the first time, I usually go over what adulting is, and I get asked this question a lot. And the question I'm asked is, what is adulting anyway? And adulting can mean a lot of things, but the real definition actually means to do grown up things like get a job, pay your bills, or do your own laundry. But the number one point of adulting is that you're being independent on your own and being responsible. Okay, so now that we know all of that, we can move on to what I think is the more fun aspect of adulting, trying to figure out just what you need to know and how to apply it to your life. So here are some of the topics that we'll be going over in this mini series, and you can see that some of these are very, very important skills for living on your own. And even though this might seem like a lot, you can totally do this, and I'm here to help. So, our topic today is all about what I like to call household skills. So, we'll be talking about how to take on some aspects of household maintenance and cleaning, and how this will help to increase your responsibility as you move into adulthood. So, taking on these tasks also helps us with the ability to successfully manage a household on our own when we are ready to take that big step in life. So, today I'm going to go over some of the basics of what you need to know about household maintenance. And this is a really important part of being an adult and living on your own. And hopefully, looking at the different ways that you develop your household skills will help you to make things a little easier for you. And if you do a little bit of work now, and if you're more aware of how you can maintain a household and all of the tasks that it includes, you will be really happy when you finally move out on your own. So I've got some ideas to share with you on this topic. So let's get started. So, did you know that household skills is like a puzzle? Your household is your home, it's your personal space, and it's completely all yours. So that means that every part of your house, from cleaning, ironing, laundry, home organization, and decluttering, all have to be done on a regular basis. And to have a peaceful and enjoyable home, all these pieces of the puzzle must fit together. But you don't just dump all the puzzle pieces out on the table and expect them to fit together, right? Well, it's the same thing when you're managing your home. You need to work on one piece of the puzzle at a time, slowly putting the pieces together. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about Martha Stewart. I don't know if you know who Martha Stewart is, but she's definitely someone worth mentioning when it comes to household skills. If you haven't already checked out her website, you should do it right away. Martha has been around for a long time, and she is considered a complete expert on home and household stuff and on cooking and entertaining. The interesting thing about Martha is that she started out with a modeling career in the 1960s, and then she became a stockbroker around 1967. So, how did she get into the business of making the best home? Well, she left Wall Street in 1976 and started a catering business. And it was her catering business that prompted her to write her first book in 1982 called Entertaining. In 1990, Martha was booming and she had her own magazine called Martha Stewart Living. From there, she just kept going on, and she got her own TV show and so on. So, the reason I'm telling you about Martha is because she really has some of the best ideas on her website. Anything from how to organize a closet to how to create the perfect laundry room. This is a really great place to start if you're looking for some ideas to improve your household skills. So, to clean or not to clean? That is the question. Well, that's a pretty easy question to answer. Of course, you need to clean your house, but there are actually several parts to the reason why. And I've got a few listed here next to this adorable cat who loves to clean. himself, that is. But really, cleaning up improves your health and safety, and it also creates a pleasant place for you and whoever else you live with and allows you to feel comfortable inviting friends over too. But the best reason for cleaning your house is because it feels so awesome to be in a clean and clutter free environment. And I have a little tip for you on something that might be able to make the task of cleaning a little bit more fun. One of the ways to have more fun while you're cleaning up is music. Try blasting the house with music while you're vacuuming or scrubbing the tub. This is a great tip because you can really get a lot done when you're listening to your favorite tunes. You can even make your own cleaning playlist with a bunch of awesome songs that will help you clean up your place in no time. So, now we're going to move on to some of the things that you might need to know on how to keep your household clean. First, we have mopping the floor. So, I bet you didn't know that mops and mopping floors is a very diverse process. I found this great video from Clean Space that covers everything you ever wanted to know about mops but were afraid to ask. This super informative video covers all types of mops that can be used on floors and the benefits of using a different mop on a different type of floor. This video really helps to explain the process of mopping and why it is needed to maintain floors. And also, I didn't know this until recently, but apparently mopping is super cool this year because there's a popular song called The Mop Dance by TikTok. Wouldn't it be awesome to invite your friends over and have a mop dance competition? That would be so cool because you could get your friends to help clean your floors. And I also saw that one company called One Challenge sponsored a mop dance challenge, and everyone was doing the mop, even moms and dads and grandmas. All right, so vacuuming is very important. If you need some ideas or tips on how to clean or what to clean, the Clean My Space website has a whole layout on how to make cleaning more fun. There are videos and tutorials and excellent ideas on how to make a cleaning to-do list. One thing that is nice about vacuuming is that it can sometimes be fun to push the vacuum cleaner back and forth and watch all of the animals in your house run away. Another idea is that vacuuming can also be a way to get in some exercise. According to the Clean My Space site, 1 hour of cleaning burns 156 calories. That is great. That is a great benefit for more incentive to vacuum the house. Bathrooms. Okay, we're going to move on to bathrooms. Who really likes to do this task? I don't know, not many of us, but it has to be done. The bathroom is indeed the smallest room in the house, but also probably one of the messiest. A clean bathroom requires wiping surfaces daily and deep cleaning weekly in order to prevent illness and infections from spreading. To keep this oh so essential space sparkling and tidy, you really need to clean it at least once a week. I don't want to gross you out, but microorganisms, bacteria, viruses, and pathogens can live on bathroom surfaces for up to a week or more. So, keeping a bathroom clean means wiping the surfaces and killing the bacteria. You could use a solution of vinegar, bleach, or any antibacterial cleaner. And you want to pay special attention to the surfaces areas of the toilet, tub, and sink, and the handles and faucets. You might want to go light on the cleaners when you're cleaning the bathroom so that the room doesn't fill up with toxic fumes. To get this job done quickly, maybe you could set a timer for 10 minutes and then launch into a cleaning frenzy with the likes of the Fast and the Furious. The dirty dishes. Well, here's one that I find to be a little more difficult than cleaning the bathroom. To me, the kitchen is something I think you might need a whole entire crew to help you do the cleaning all together to make this work easier. You might call that a kitchen brigade, but actually taking a little time at the end of the end or the beginning of each day to tidy up in the kitchen will lessen the amount of cleaning. But if you wait too long, you're only going to end up with a huge sink full of dirty dishes that no one wants to do. So there's a lot of advantages to keeping your kitchen clean, and I have a few tips for you on how to keep it from getting out of control. You definitely want to clear off the counter of any clutter and relocate items to their proper places. Think of clutter as your arch nemesis. And I'm not kidding here. The kitchen clutter can happen super fast, so tackling it right away and removing unwanted items will really help keep your kitchen clean. Here's another one that's pretty easy to do. If you have a dishwasher, fill it with dirty dishes and run it frequently. Pile the dishes in as they get dirty and run it right away. The trick here is to keep the timing right and keep running the dishwasher so you don't have a sink full of dirty dishes. You can also make a kitchen cleaning checklist so that you can keep cleaning your kitchen and maintaining it on a regular basis. So now we're going to move into reading and understanding fabric labels. Have you ever tried to read a fabric label and couldn't figure out what all those weird symbols meant and what the heck they were trying to tell you anyway? Well, yes, I have too. I've tried to read those indecipherable fabric labels and really want to know what that encrypted message is trying to tell me about how to wash or dry my favorite shirt. Well, there's a website called Pulte, and they're a natural home company, and they have a whole page on their website with an excellent guide to the symbols and details on fabric labels. Each clothing label should tell you what the fabric is made from and includes up to 5 symbols. Excuse me, it includes up to 5 symbols that let you know how to care for it. If you look at these symbols here, you can see that one little iron means use a steam iron. The hand in the bowl symbol means hand wash, and the square with the line through it means lay the fabric down and let it dry flat. If you have a chance and want to learn more about fabric labels and the symbols, take a look at the Pulte guide. It will really help you to understand what these symbols mean and how to use them to do your laundry correctly. All right, so now we're going to move into laundry. So doing your laundry, is your laundry basket looking full? Well, you can set yourself up for success by knowing how to correctly separate and sort your laundry. When you sort well, it will prevent accidents from happening, and it will also help you in cleaning, preserving your colors, and reducing the drying time and diminishing the spread of lint and fuzz. To get started, you're going to need a couple of things: laundry detergent and fabric dryer sheets. So, the first thing you want to do before washing any items is to group your fabrics together. So, put all of your cottons together, put all your polyester together, and put all your jeans together, and so on. One note on special fabrics: be sure to follow the washing instructions carefully for items made of silk, wool, or cashmere. These are all very delicate fabrics. Next, you're going to create piles of clothing. So have all your cotton together and have one pile of light colored or white fabrics and one pile of darker colored fabrics. Put jeans in a separate pile and remember to wash the delicate fabrics very carefully. Another note: if you see a label that says dry clean only, then that piece of clothing needs to go to the dry cleaners. If you try to wash it yourself, it may end up getting ruined. I had that happen once with a sweater that I really loved, and it ended up shrinking into a tiny little ball of yarn. So once you have your piles all set, you can wash them in the washing machine one pile at a time. Add the laundry detergent, and usually one cap full, and check on the settings of the machine. It'll probably have a dial that you can choose: hot wash, cold wash, or warm wash. The light colors can go in the hot wash, the darker colors and jeans can go in the cold or warm, and anything delicate should probably go on cold as well. So when the clothes are done in the washing machine, you'll move them over to the dryer. You'll see a few different settings that you can use. One is regular or heavy, which is the high heat, and this one can be used for fast drying like socks, towels, and other clothes. And there's also permanent press, which is a medium heat setting that you can use for fabrics with colors. It's better to use the medium heat for colors because it won't fade them out. You can also use this setting for about 10 minutes, and the warm air will take all of the wrinkles out of your clothing. So for delicates, you would want low heat, and most delicates should probably be washed by hand and let air dry. But if you're in a pinch and you need to use the delicate setting, never put these on high heat because it will definitely ruin them. And then you might have an air fluff that you could use, and it doesn't use any heat, but it can be used if you want to fluff up anything like towels or maybe some clothes that you'd like to be fluffy. And don't forget to put in your dryer sheet because that will take the static out of your clothing as well. So the last thing you'll do for your laundry is fold your clothes and put them away either in your closet or dresser. You might be tempted to leave your clean clothes and clean and dry in the basket. But after all of your hard work, you should really put them away so you can wear them and enjoy the clean smell. If you leave them in the basket too long, they will lose their nice clean scent. All right, ironing 101. Okay, so here we have the perfect back in my day story for you. So, back in my day, people used to use an iron to iron their clothes all the time. I remember my mom had a whole day set aside for ironing. She would iron everything from shirts to bed sheets to curtains, and that is really incredible. And most people don't have time for that now. I'm sure I'm not sure because I haven't even owned an iron for many years, but I do think it is a good idea to at least learn how to iron clothes, especially if you have a job interview and you want to dress to impress. One thing you'll want to know is that some clothes need ironing and some don't. Jeans, for example, might not be something that you need to iron. I have a handy video here that you can check out that shows you how to iron everything, and this will help you to keep your clothes looking sharp. All right, here's another back in my day story. All right, I've got two this week. Well, when I was a kid, I always wondered what the heck spring cleaning was because my mom would always run around the house, clean out closets and clean out bedrooms. And then she would move the furniture all over the house. And of course, I had to help her do all of this. So I always did wonder, why are we doing this? Well, you might have heard of this saying too, but did you know that spring cleaning has been a yearly ritual in cultures around the world for centuries? In the United States during the 1800s, for instance, people cleaned their houses each spring to get rid of a winter's worth of smoke, soot, and residue. Back then, warmer weather meant that it was time to degrease or degrime the house, but these days, spring cleaning can have a broader meaning. If you're interested in finding out more about the history of spring cleaning, the Sparefoot blog offers a brief history of spring cleaning with information and statistics on spring cleaning, and they also give some pretty cool spring cleaning plans. So just remember to plan at least once a year in the spring to clean out your closets, bedrooms, junk drawers, or any other areas that might have gathered cluttered or need to be cleaned out. All right, so here's a part where I like to see what you think. I have some statistics here, and last year a survey was given to over 2,000 young adults in the United States, and the survey asked individuals between the ages of 15 and 24 to say whether they felt confident performing specific household tasks such as ironing clothes, reading fabric labels, or doing their own laundry. They were also asked who they would turn to if they didn't know how to answer something. And you probably won't be surprised by this statistic, but 81% of young adults said they would look it up on Google or YouTube first. Only about 1 in 4 young adults will ask their friends or older relatives, and only 1 in 5 of them will look it up in a book. Yay! Well, at least someone's using a book. That's great. Anyway, overall, 87% of all young adults wish they knew more about practical household skills. I listed a number of the skills with the percentages here, which show that things like ironing clothes is very low for young adults. But we already talked about that, how maybe ironing is not something that you do all of the time anymore anyway. So if you want to try and practice learning to iron in your spare time, that would be a really great thing for you to do for yourself. It could really help you to improve your life and your personal space. All right, so here we are. I could really go on forever talking about different things that are helpful for you to learn about household skills, like sprucing up your living quarters and doing household cleaning. And I hope that you've gotten some good ideas on how to make some of these tasks a lot more fun and interesting. You should definitely try out the mop dance if you haven't already. And also, please practice finding or creating your perfect music playlist to jam out while you're cleaning. It will really help you to feel more at ease, and it's good just to try it out for practice. And anytime you're trying something new out that will help direct you toward adulting, that's a good thing. And it always allows you to grow and move forward, which has also helped you to be prepared for adulthood. And remember, it takes time to learn all of this stuff. And also remember that there will be trial and error. And of course, you can make mistakes, and that is totally okay. So just relax, though, and know that you're doing fine and you'll be ready in your own time. Well, That's all I have for you this week. And thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this segment of our mini series. If you have any questions or want to know more about adulting, I'd be more than happy to answer. I have my email address listed here in case you want to contact me. And I'm Kimberly Buckley, and this has been All About Adulting, and I'll see you all next time.